life if it is difficult, fun-free, and full of suffering to the point that seeing death is a blessing? That's a question asked by Freud. Other quotes, such as this one, have led many people to define Freud as a pessimist, one who only sees the negative everywhere he looks and defines everything as bad. The world, people, everything. What can we do to avoid ourselves from seeing the world in such a way? How can we experience all of the good that we have in our life? The answer is that we must accustom ourselves to seek the good in life. We have to look for it. He who looks for the good will find it, and he who looks for the bad will find the bad. We must choose to see everything in a good light. We have to choose to see the good in life. Now, it has been proven that those who seek good in life live better lives. In 1975, Oxford University asked 1,000 people to define whether their life is going to be better or worse over time. In other words, were they predicting a better future or not? In 2010, Yale University checked up on those 1,000 people and found something amazing. The optimistic ones, they lived longer. How much longer? 7.5 years longer on average. That's amazing. Now, this principle of seeing what I seek for comes to life in our parasha. Now, we know that sometimes psukim in the Torah get different explanations by different commentators. Sometimes we can even find 3 or 4 or 5 different explanations for the same pasuk. But in this week's parasha, we go way past that. Our parasha, Parashat Chukat, describes Moshe and Aaron's sin. Following it, they could not go into the land of Israel. But what is exactly the sin? The Torah doesn't really tell us. And the Mefarshim found almost 15 different explanations to what the sin was. 15! Do you know any other pasuk or event in the Torah that has 15 different explanations? What happened here? It seems that this is the principle we were talking about. All the commentators knew that they were reading something negative, something that tells a bad story. And even though they were given some explanations before them, 14, their mind knew that they need to find something negative, and they were looking for something negative. And when you look for something negative and you don't know exactly what it is, you'll find it even if no one else before you saw it. Now, if this is true to the negative direction, it can certainly be true to the positive direction also. Who knows how much goodness in life we lose out on just because we're not noticing it, because we don't know to look for it, we don't know to pay attention to it. We must get used to seeking the good in our life. Now, all of us, we are Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva, the most optimistic person that Am Yisrael had. His donkey and chicken are killed, Hakol Letovah. All his students die. He just establishes a new yeshiva. Even when Bet HaMikdash is destroyed, he laughs with belief that the future will be better. All of us, as his students, we must carry on in the same way. We have to get used to seeking the good in life. That's the only way we can promote ourselves and the rest of the world to a complete reality. Shabbat Shalom.